Welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a look how to create a reusable component in Angular JS by using directives. We're going to have a separate file for every directive, but that's what we're going to look at in our project. Now let's create a simple directive which will have a Jumbotron, which is a built-in Jumbotron from Bootstrap. So we use our module name, which we have the variable for, so I use that variable, myapp.directive, and then in the parentheses add a single quotes and then the name of the directive. So here we just say Jumbotron, and then it takes a function, so type comma and then a function, and inside of a directive we want to link few things. So we just say return, and in return it's going to have a few keys. So the first key is going to be a restrict, and then it's going to have a value of e. Add a comma, and then the second thing we're going to add here is a template URL, and then in the single quotes it's going to have a URL for our template. So here we can just type template/jumbotron.html. Let's save the file. And now here we have our name of a directive, but we don't have actual HTML file. So we go to template and right click on that and create a new HTML file, which I'll name Jumbotron. Here I'm going to delete this default HTML code, and now we're going to go and copy and paste our code from Jumbotron. So here we'll just say copy and paste that Jumbotron code here. So here we'll just type this is the reusable Jumbotron. Okay, so now we have that file inside our template folder. Inside app.js we created a new directive and we just give a name of Jumbotron, and then we use these two keys here, restrict and template URL. Now you might be confused, what is this restrict? Template URL makes sense, but restrict doesn't really make sense. So for that we're going to go to a documentation and we're going to go to develop and developer guides, and here we'll go to directives. So here we go into directive section, and here we're going to look at a few things. So I'm just going to go and find where we can restrict stuff. So here we have the restrict key. So this is an option, but if you type A here, it will only matches the attribute names. We have an E as a value, it only matches the element name. We have a C, only matches the class name. M only matches the comments. So now we can type AEC, which will basically have all of these three options. But for now, we only use E key, right? We go back to WebStorm and then we open our page here. Now we have created a directive successfully. We have that file there. Now how do we use that? To use that, we're going to go back to index.html, and inside of a container, if I start typing Jumbotron, and it's going to see it's giving me suggestion. This is because we're using a WebStorm, which is a pretty smart IDE, but if you're using a different IDE, then you can just simply type this. So if I type Jumbotron, opening tag and a closing tag, which makes an element. So if we go back to the documentation, here said only matches the element name. All right, so we restricted that directive to only matching the element name. That makes sense, right? So now if I save this file and refresh this page, we should see a Jumbotron here. So I'm just going to bring this here so we can look at it a bit better. We're going to close the console. Now here we have a Jumbotron. Now to reuse this, we simply have to write this element name wherever we need a Jumbotron. We don't have to recreate and rewrite this code again and again. So this is what makes it a reusable component. So here if I create another container, and then inside the container we just give we just type Jumbotron again, and let's save it and let's refresh the page, and here we should see a second Jumbotron appears. So with the help of directive, we created a Jumbotron. Now we can reuse it wherever you need it. So this is the way you can create a custom directive. We'll look at in details in our projects, and it will make a greater sense why we need to create these directives.